That was the first time I've ever done like a news report like that. And I was just watching it, and I kind of like what I did there. But I made a couple of fuck-ups, so I want to make some clarifications, error corrections, okay? The one headline I read that said that Black Conservative Americans are not agreeing with this, and I kind of went, pfft. But you know what? Those are the guys I love. I didn't realize what they were actually talking about. Those are the guys I love. I'll tell you who they are. I'll give you a list of them, man. The one guy that comes to mind, first of all, is BCP. He's shit. He's cool. Anthony Brian Logan is another one, and Jericho Green is another one. I love those guys. I didn't have to look it up. It just came out of my memory. So I was wrong about that, okay? Yeah, I mean, I didn't really understand what they were saying there. When they're talking about black conservatives, I went, no, those guys are cool, and you got to watch those guys. They're on my list, okay? I keep getting these comments that say, oh, can we be friends and shit like that? And I'm realizing I see those comments on every video that's in the world, and there must be some kind of a tracking thing like that. I don't think they're real, so I just delete those comments. It probably hurts my ratings, but I don't want to be like that. If they're real people, sorry. You see, when you get bit by the snake, you're afraid of the lizard. And so I was bit by a fucking stalker, and I'm afraid of the lizard now. Actually, 2 stalkers. So, comments, like that, I hope the guy's not for real. I think I'm going to try to get a better setup here. I know this is really weak. It's completely weak, man. I didn't even shave. Got fucking hair in my ears and shit like that, and brush my teeth. But I don't have any graphics at all, and I don't edit, man. I never edit. When I record, it just better be right, because I can't stop and look back. I'm just using the stupid, camera. But I think I'm doing all right, actually. But, I don't know. I can understand myself, but I doubt anybody else can understand me. I get no teeth. I had this bad dental experience where I had something called dry socket, the worst thing ever. And after dry socket, you don't want to fuck with anything. That's why I haven't got these teeth replaced. I am a derelict, but not because of that. So kind of hard to hear my mumbling. I'm going to try to get a better setup and maybe speak a little more clearly and tone down the rhetoric a little bit. I've already toned it down. This is actually toned down for me, what I said in that. That was actually a lot of statements I said in there actually express my feelings about what's going on in the world. And I think if you watch Hannity or Tucker, or there's so many people that are just totally agree with what I'm saying. All the people that listed below. This is a war, man. It's actually a war. I can't believe how thick this is. This is a war. My landlady was telling me she was down in Florida, and there was some guy. The neighbor kept coming over. The neighbor was like a complete fucking. Obviously he worshipped CNN and MSNBC, and he's NPR, and he's just a total devotee, total Trump derangement syndrome. And he would come over every day and actually get violent with this guy that opened the house. She told me he'd come over every day and start pounding. I don't know, you understand? This is at the time when this is during the election. So yeah, man, it's so thick. And God, the thing is, on their side of it, if they were going to argue with me, they'd say, you're fucking nuts. Like this is their voice speaking. They'd say, you're fucking nuts, man, to believe that shit. I know I'm right. If you took 14 networks, okay, only one of them is on your side, Fox. All the other 13 are right. The other 13, like ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, and every one of them. Yeah, because, and then New York Times and Washington Post, and you add all that shit up, you go, well, look, you're wrong, man. And they're right about all those organizations all having the same opinion, but all those organizations are all fucking lying. It's true. And they would say, how can all these organizations all be lying? How can that be? Fox News, you're saying all you got on your side is Tucker and Sean, that's it, And all the other people I listen to, my people on my list, they're not even in the conversation because they're not on the television or when they walk by in the airport, you know. So that's their argument. I got to tell you, it's hard to beat that argument because it's hard to beat those odds. If you're talking about a war, yeah, and it seems to be that they've got a lot on their side. The only thing we have on our side is truth and justice and the American fucking way. That's all we got. I hope it's enough, for Christ's sake. I guess I got a couple other things wrong, but at this point, man, it's getting really late. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, the 7th of June, 2020. Marty Wallner. So that's the addendum. I'm going to try to do this maybe every night if I can. Seems kind of cool. I never ever say comment or share. Never ever. I know I don't monetize, but I'll never do that ever. I'm not like that. If I had a church, I wouldn't charge people. That's hypocrisy, isn't it?